Hey everyone! In this video, I want to show kind of a preview of some of the things that we've been working on behind the scenes. Now, uh, what you'll see in the demo is built on top of Cortex, the archive tool. Um, and the reason we did that is just because there's a lot of configuration in Cortex, the archive tool, that kind of sets the stage for what we're doing next. But what you're about to see is a new product that we'll be launching in early 2025 that I think you all will be really excited about. Um, because one of the things that we've been looking for as we talk to all of you uh, is obviously first and foremost, we want to get you access to your data. That's why we built Cortex in the first place. But we really want to give Sharewell and some of the workflows that you've been building new life beyond just what Sharewell can provide and beyond 2026. So obviously you're moving on to new tools, new platforms, um, and we want to support that. But we also want to enable, the organizations of the future, the IT departments of the future, um, and we think we've hit on a few things. And what I'm about to show you is kind of our first the first thing that we're doing in that direction. And before we get to that, I want to remind everyone that the Cortex Users Group is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can find links in the description to get an invite to that. And also, since I'm not talking specifically about Cortex, the archive tool in this video, there's links down below to find demos of that and learn more about that. All right. So in this video, I want to talk about specifically something that's come up in a lot of conversations, and that's in mail processing. Now, to kind of set the stage, uh, think about all of the email mailboxes that you have set up. Your department probably has a shared mailbox or a mailing list or something like that. And one of several things happens. Either you all of the email that comes to that email address automatically gets forwarded to everyone in the department or many of the people in the department, or it might be just a dedicated mailbox that one person checks. It's part of their job, part of their role, part of their schedule to check periodically. Um, or maybe you have some automated things. Obviously, in the case of IT, if you've been using a tool like Sharewell, or honestly, all of the ITSM platforms that are out there have some degree of incoming email processing and routing and automation. You probably have that set up already to some extent. One of the things that's come up in our conversations is that people really, really liked the way Sharewell did things. We kind of agree. We think Cherwell did mail processing actually pretty well. Um, and one of the things that we've seen from other ITSM tools is by no means do they do it badly or not do it at all. Lots of them do it fairly well, but it's not the core thing that they do. They're more focused on the technician experience, the agent experience, which means that implementing email processing can be kind of tricky and might uh, require going to the documentation a lot. So that's where we want to step in and really do that really, really well. So we're not there yet. Again, early 2025 is what we're targeting for this, but I do want to show you where we are right now. I think it's pretty exciting. It's to the point, almost to the point where I'm actually going to start using it on my own personal, well, not personal, my business, my company email address for some things to help keep track of some of the incoming email that I see. So let's switch over to the demo screen. And this is specifically my development machine. It is not live in the typical demo environment yet. Um, but I want to show you kind of what I have set up so far. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. So first off, as you might expect, you have to set up a an account, a mail account configuration. So the usual suspects show up here, give it a name. Right now, we're just doing IMAP. That is totally temporary. That is just, we wanted to get something working so that we could test out some of the other functionality. But we plan on supporting things like hosted Exchange, Google Workspace, um, probably not POP. Most companies, if not all companies, have moved away from using POP. But if you need POP, let us know and we'll add that in. That shouldn't be too hard. I think the library we're already using for IMAP supports POP as well. But IMAP, Google, and Microsoft 365 are the three uh, systems that we plan on supporting. So you can set up all your information there. I'm actually going to close this out because I already have a demo mailbox set up that is connected to this demo email account that I have set up. Um, and you can see there's already an email in the inbox, test email. This mail account can receive email, but it can't send an email. So I have that mailbox set up, uh, and I also have a monitor set up. Let's just edit that so I can show you exactly what's involved in setting that up. Obviously, the usual suspects: a name, description, which of course I left blank because I'm terrible, and whether it should be enabled. Mailbox configuration. So obviously I'm choosing demo mailbox. You can also choose what mailbox within that account it should look at. So inbox or another mailbox. Filters are coming soon. Filters are hard to get the user experience right for. Obviously, existing systems have their own opinions about how to do things, um, but they just take time to get right. So we haven't implemented them on the first pass. Eventually, we'll get to a place where when an email gets processed, it can be attached to a customer or company or some sort of like who sent this email, who initiated this action, right? And then actions. In this case, I'm just sending it to a REST API, which I'm using request bin. I'll show you that in just a second. Um, and that's just to get some debugging and infrastructure set up out of the way. We'll uh, in the next few weeks, we'll be configuring this to actually talk to some of the systems that you use. That's the idea behind this. This platform, this product, will handle the incoming emails and do things in the systems you're already using, and more on that story in the coming weeks. And then, of course, if processing was successful, we do something. In this case, just mark as read. If there were errors, we do something. In this case, also just mark as read. Um, because on success, I could technically just delete the email. I don't really need it anymore because this system will also hold on to it. Whereas on errors, I probably just want to mark it as read so it doesn't get reprocessed again. Um, but for now, I'll just mark as read in either case so that I can reuse the same email to continue doing processing. Okay, so we have the monitor set up. Now, right now, we're not running anything in the background, again, just because we're still getting some things set up. Um, And probably even when we launch this as a product, there will be a test page. Now, don't get overwhelmed. This page is kind of busy. We're still working on some of the UX things. But right now, this is kind of the control center that allows us to click a few buttons and uh, see that everything is working. So right now, I can click test processing mail, and it'll say it's using my email account, which that's the ID in the system. Found four messages. I think I have three and deleted, in addition to that one in the inbox, and uh, recent messages zero, which recent messages in my case is unreads. So let's go over here. Let's mark this as unread. Okay, it's bold, so now it's unread. You can see the number updated here. All right, we'll go back here and we'll click test processing mail. And there we go. We have, it's running the demo monitor, all good information. And it found the email so with the subject test, and it sent it off to the API. My mouse is kind of spazzing out right now. There we go. Sent it to the REST API. Now, in request bin, we can see that there was this new post request. If I look at it, we can see, here we go, subject test, body test. And sure enough, that's this email that I just received. So there we have it. We have an email monitor that can connect to my email account. It can read the emails, process the emails. Right now, the processing is very simple, but it does process them. And this is basically the infrastructure, the skeleton on which we're going to start hanging a lot more things. So stay tuned for the next few videos where we'll be showing a lot of cool things. I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff planned, but we would love to have your feedback. If you have specific needs for the systems that emails need to communicate with, or the systems that you would want this to talk to, let us know. Obviously, your new ITSM system is a prime candidate, so that's going to be one of the things that we start working on is those integrations with those ITSM systems. I'm not going to name specific ones because we're still kind of evaluating which one we're going to do first. But some of the big names, some of the big ones, some of the names you've heard of. But that's our plan, is to get this connected to ITSM systems, and not just ITSM systems, but also other systems. So let us know your feedback. Let us know if you're as excited about this as we are. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit subscribe, uh, like the video, send this to your friends and colleagues, um, and we're really excited. This has been fun building. I mean, everything we build, we enjoy building. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see this out working, processing email. Um, and I guess I should mention, long term, this will be available both as on-premise or self-hosted, or us hosted SaaS in the cloud, that sort of thing. Um, but right now, if you want to run this, if you want to try this out, let us know. It's not quite ready to be packaged up for you all to try it out on your own systems. But that is kind of the next step once we have a few more things squared away, polished up. Um, yeah, comments are welcome, emails are welcome. Schedule time with me, schedule time with the team. We'd love to show you more and get your feedback on everything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in just a few days when the next video comes out, actually, because we've been really busy. More on that in the next video. Thanks for watching.